Nairobi, Kenya's capital city and East Africa's most vibrant economic hub. This is home to a thriving tech scene and some of the most cutting-edge startups on the African continent. Africa's general lack of proper infrastructure has served as a catalyst for Kenya's technological explosion. The country boasts one of the fastest mobile internet speeds in the world thanks to its undersea fiber optic cable. Just like Nairobi, a huge number of cities and towns in other African countries are counting on the uptake of the digital economy to ensure sustained growth over the coming years. Indeed, 19 of the top 20 fastest growing countries in the world are in Africa, fueled by rapid urbanization and an increasingly young and educated population that is driving consumption of online services. Despite a negative economic outlook as a result of COVID-19, the African internet economy is expected to be resilient. Analysts predict that by 2025, the internet economy has a potential to contribute almost $180 billion to Africa's total gross domestic product. The sectors expected to drive this growth include financial technologies, healthcare, online marketplaces, education, governance, and agribusiness. The financial technologies sector, or fintech, is growing in Africa in part to serve the population that is currently unbanked and financially excluded. The rise of these solutions and access to mobile technology are driving demand and growth in this sector. M-Pesa, for example, has encouraged movement to cashless transactions, even for banks. Opportunities arising from the need to expand beyond traditional banking services are also contributing factors. These fintech startups address different categories of the banking and finance sector, such as lending, payment processing, personal finance, money management and transfers, and consumer banking. Fintech is enabling African countries to leapfrog from physical retail banking to online payments, remittances, microloans, and insurance. Paired with rising mobile connectivity, individuals living in rural areas with poor physical banking infrastructure and limited access to fixed-line internet access are increasingly able to use mobile devices for financial transactions. In healthcare, a number of innovators have developed internet-based tools to help navigate the new way of life occasioned by the COVID pandemic. While people need information on the virus, prevention and treatment, governments, on the other hand, are keen to contain the spread by curtailing movement while trailing and tracking down suspected carriers of the virus. A host of healthcare-focused startups across the continent have reformatted existing services or launched new ones to enable telemedicine or healing from a distance. Such include Kenya's Ilara Health, Cameroon's WeCare, and Ghana's Redbird. Others are Maidawa, Healthlane, Mtiba, Medicare, to mention a few. In Morocco, a COVID-19 tracking application called Wihaitna was launched in June of 2020 to track new COVID cases using GPS technology. Similar innovations include Kenya's Msafari, which tracks people on public transport. The pandemic further contributed to the growth of existing local online marketplaces. Analysts agree that the curtailed human-to-human interaction occasioned by the COVID pandemic boosted the uptake of e-commerce. The use of platforms like Jumia and Just Fresh Foods in Zambia has allowed purchase of goods online where the merchandise is delivered straight to a customer's doorstep. Similar e-commerce tools have been employed to varying degrees in other countries, for example, Masoko, an online marketplace in Kenya, South Africa's Takealot, and Nigeria's Konga.
People are worried about the economy, or people are losing jobs. People switch their spending patterns online as well. So they stop spending so much on the bigger ticket items, so like phones, TVs, etc. And they start to buy much more food products, but also some interesting trends that we haven't seen so much before.
Innovations in agribusiness have eased the way of doing business for farmers and their clients by providing an alternative to crowded open-air markets that are likely viewed as high risk for COVID-19 infections. Here, online marketplaces for farm produce like Nigeria's Farm Crowdy and Kenya's Mkulima Young have reported tremendous growth during the pandemic. Other agrotech solutions offer information and support to farmers, including iCow, Modisur, CocoLink and AgroHub, to mention a few. Increased connectivity has presented an opportunity for businesses and communities to leapfrog with new technologies, paving the way for economic development.